Okay, this is going to be a quick instructional video on the Turkish get-up. It's quite a complex exercise, so I'm going to try and make it as simple as possible. I'll demonstrate it once and then I'll go through and break it down into its individual parts. Okay, so when I start with the get-up, it's always going to be the same arm, same leg. So if the kettlebell is in my right hand, or if I'm not using a kettlebell, if my right hand is overhead, my right leg is going to be bent upwards. So, to start off with, I post the kettlebell up in my right hand, my right leg will be up, and also it's going to be out to the side. The reason for it being out to the side is I'm going to use that foot to push and drive myself laterally towards my left. So I'm not sitting forwards, I'm moving laterally sideways. I'm going to use that foot and I'm going to push myself up onto my elbow. I want to push my chest out here so that I'm structurally supported from my upper hand down through one shoulder into the other shoulder, down into my elbow into the ground. From here, press up onto my hand. You notice that I've also brought my hand in closer. This is going to make the next move easier. I'm going to elevate. When I do that, I'm going to swing my hip up towards the right, creating space for me to thread my leg underneath, put my knee on the ground close to my hand. My hand is currently supporting my weight. I'm going to switch it to my knee, so I need my knee to be close to the hand. I switch my weight onto my knee and I just straighten myself up. From here, my feet aren't in a great position, so I need to shift them into a position where it's easier for me to stand up. I also want to be underneath the toes of my back foot so that I can use both legs to push myself up into a standing position. From here, the leg I can touch is my left leg. That is the leg that's going to lunge down. Now I'm going to take my front foot and move it out to the side. That's a counterbalance, because now I'm going to take this hand and put it to the floor. I want the hand to move laterally, not behind me. It goes alongside me, not behind me. There's a reason for that. From here, my hand takes my weight. I shift my leg back into a forward position, sit down, and my personal preference is to extend my leg and use my abs to control my descent back to the floor. So, without the kettlebell, I'm just going to show you a couple of reasons why I do specific things. On the way down, the reason why I don't want to put my hand behind me is because if I do that, I sit onto my leg. Now the leg is trapped and I can't get the leg out. So I actually put my hand alongside me. Now there's a gap between my bum and my foot. I can get the leg out and I can sit down. Okay? So on the way up, the foot will push, and the elbow will pull me up. I want to extend my chest out. If I'm collapsed in like this, the weight will push me down. Open my chest up. Press through to the hand. If my hand and feet are too wide, this movement will become very difficult. So I'm going to bring them in closer. I adjust myself each step of the way. The Turkish get-up is not a flow. You're not literally just flowing through. It's one movement, pause, one movement, pause, one movement, pause, and readjust each time you need to. So from here, I need to swing my hips up to the side. If I don't, my body is in the way and I can't get that leg through. So my hips will swing out to the side. It creates space here for me to thread the leg through, put the knee on the floor. The knee has to go close to my hand because my weight is on my hand currently. I need to put the knee close to it so that I can switch the weight onto my knee and I can straighten up. That's my windmill. From here I have a choice. I can either split my legs around to face the front in order to stand up, or I can take my front foot and bring it around to the side and then I can stand up. Either way is fine. If you spin your legs, you screw your knee into the floor, so you might prefer to step across. Push with both feet to standing. If you're not under the toes of the back foot, you're relying just on the front foot to pull you up. Get under the toes, use both legs to push yourself up, and then the stepping through is easy. The leg you can touch, that's the reminder about which leg goes down. Counterbalance, move the front foot. This hand will now move laterally. I want to control it. I don't want to drop onto that hand. Control it. So if I want to, I can come back up again. Control it down, take my weight, leg out, sit down, and you can either put your foot out, use your abs to control the descent, or from here, you can merely just slide that hand out behind you until you reach the floor. Catch the bell safely with the other hand and bring it down. And obviously, doing exactly the same thing on the other side, so it will just be a mirror image. Left hand up, left leg up, leg out to the side, push across onto the elbow, up to the hand, lift up, leg comes through, knee goes close to the hand, windmill myself up, adjust my feet, under the toes of my back foot, push to standing, touch my leg, that's the one that goes down. That leg goes down, move my front foot as counterbalance, control my descent laterally, not behind me, put my hand on the floor, takes my weight, leg comes out, I sit down, and again, you can either slide that hand out behind you to reach the ground, or, as in my personal preference, I extend both legs out in front, and I use my abs to then control my descent back down to the floor. Okay, once the Turkish get up, give it a go, let me know when you get up.